Over the weekend I picked up this Kubota zero-turn lawnmower, the ZG227. It's a commercial grade lawnmower. It's a pretty nice unit. It's about a 2009 or 2010 model. It's got about 914 hours on it right now. It was pretty well taken care of. A little bit of surface rust, but otherwise it was kept inside. It's got a proprietary Kubota engine. Just got one problem with it. Smoke's really bad, so I did a compression test on it. All this smoke. And it's got pretty good compression. It's a little bit low, but within spec anyway, about 120, 130 pounds. I did a leak down test on this cylinder here. I did on both, but this cylinder here has quite a bit of blow by, so my guess is that either the rings on the piston are shot or the cylinder shot, or both. I'm hoping it's not blown because it's got decent compression. So plan now is to pull this motor out of here and see if we can rebuild it. So we'll take the pistons out and inspect them. This is kind of an unusual motor in that normally the fan side is got a pull start on it or just a fan. This one's got the drive shaft on it, so the coupler comes off the fan side, and then what would normally be the drive shaft side for most engines like this is just a case housing. It should be blocked off. There's no drive shaft out of there at all, so it's going to make replacing this motor with like a Briggs & Stratton or something very difficult. So hopefully we'll be able to rebuild this one without too much difficulty. If not, I do still make that motor available from Kubota for quite a bit of money, but we'll make it work. We'll take it apart, see what it looks like. Took the motor outside, pressure washed it all up. Took the motor outside too and pressure washed it. And then had it sit on the bench here overnight to dry out and drain the oil down there. It's got this oil cooler right here that I guess it blows some air through there from the fan. It was completely packed full of dirt and mud, so I'm wondering if that may not have had something to do with the engine failure, overheating the oil, but I'm not really sure. So anyway, we'll get torn into this. I'm hoping I can just take both of the heads off on this cover and leave all the flywheel and drive shaft on this side and just be able to take the pistons out of the crankcase on this side. So that's where we'll start. See how it goes. Got the motor all disassembled, got the heads off. Quite a bit of carbon on there from the oil. I don't see any evidence of valve damage. A little bit of evidence here of some head gasket leakage on both of those cylinder heads. I didn't inspect the valves too closely yet. I'll probably take them out and do a valve lap on them while they're out and easy to access. The piston, I measured it up. The top of the piston up here measures 3.3 inches. The bottom is 3.316 inches. I don't have a great set of internal calipers, so I'm just using a dial indicator, or sorry, a dial caliper. Otherwise, there's no evidence of any broken ring landings or anything like that. Doesn't look like anything beat up the head, any kind of catastrophic engine damage. What I think happened is on the intake here is this really fine dust, kind of mud caked on stuff here. It's real gritty. I think what happened is the air filter either had a tear in it, or isn't a small enough micron from the factory, or it had a leak somewhere, was able to pull some air beyond the filter, and that caused some of this dust to go down through the cylinder, because the cylinder has absolutely no cross hatching at all. It's completely glazed over. And then this is the oil ring for this side. There's a big gap right there. So I don't know, that's probably 100 thousandths or better on that oil ring. And then same thing on this side. The piston 3.302 at top, 3.316 on the bottom. Very similar. A little bit of scoring on the skirt there. Looks a little better than the other side, which this is the side that leaked, had less leak down pressure test. or had less blow by on the leak down pressure test. And then the ring landing here, this is the top compression ring, and that gap there should be about 3 to 8 thousandths maybe, or I'm sorry, 5 to 8 thousandths. And here's a 22, 20, and a 25, so we're at 67 thousandths. And you can drop all three of those in there. And see if I can get a better picture of that. Still have room, so we're probably, you know, 100 thousandths plus on that ring landing. So I think the dust that got through the intake just ground the rings down on that cylinder, and that's what's causing our little bit of the low compression, as well as the oil blow-by issue and causing the oil to burn and all the smoke. So I'll have to do a little more research here and see what the stock size pistons actually measure, what the tolerance is. It'd probably be better to oversize the pistons and bore these cylinders, but I think they're looking good enough that I might be able to get away with just new rings and honing the cylinders, which is the best case scenario. So a little more research and decide what we're going to do and then put it back together.